the front sub look. The left side is the correct one and on the right side is the wrong one. The box seems to have too much differences. Check the toe box first. For a correct one, we can see the toe box it uses real nubuck material, and the cutting edge of the mouth guard is very thin and tidy. This is the center retail one. Move on to check the netting on the tongue. The netting is very tidy. It's smooth. The finish is smooth. This is correct. And then check this wrong one. Not use real nubuck material, and the cutting of the mouth guard is really rough, too thick. Okay, and check the netting here. We can see the netting finish isn't smooth. It have many waves. That's bad. Compare the stitching on these two shoes. For the correct one, the stitching is quite neat, tidy, and for this wrong one, the stitching is not good. It's messed up. Okay, check the tag on the tongue. The tag on the tongue is black color, white Jumpman and yellow flight logo. For a correct one, we can see this tag is in good cutting and smooth on the finish. This is correct. And we also can see the edge of the tag to the edge of the tongue, the distance is bigger. Okay, and then check this wrong one. This tag material is too hard, too rough. And take a bit closer, you can see the texture of the Jumpman also is too rough. For the edge of the tag to the edge of the tongue is too small. Okay, from this picture we can clearly see the differences. And for this picture we can see the texture on the Jumpman is different. Move on. Now let's check the netting on the side. For the correct one, it's black netting and the finish of the netting is quite smooth. It's tidy, smooth on the finish, very good. And then check this wrong one. The netting of the wrong one is quite bad. It's too glossy and too thin, and the finish isn't even, isn't smooth, too rough. This is bad quality. Put them side by side. We can clearly see their differences. Okay, move on. For there has a rubber cage and here's TPU lace crown. It's yellow color. For the correct one, we can see the holes, the edge of the holes is quite smooth and neat. This is correct. And check this wrong one. Wrong one we can see on the TPU lace crown, the hose edge isn't even. It's not very smooth. Some sweep, some wave. This is incorrect. Put them side by side, we can clearly see the perforation differences. And the colorway also is different. For the correct one, it's bright yellow, and for this wrong one, it's more like orange, more orangey tint. This is not good. It's incorrect. Okay, check the tongue of the two shoes. The thickness of the tongue. For the correct one, it should have some thickness. Not too thick, not too thin. This is the center retail one. And for this wrong one, this tongue just too thin. Is it too thin? This is incorrect. Okay, clearly see the differences. Now compare the back side of these two shoes. For the correct one, the rubber panel on the back side, the finish is more smooth. Check a bit closer, you can see, and the edge of the dots also is smooth. And for this piece, actually not too thick, it's a thin. Okay, this is the correct one. Check out this wrong one. The rubber panel finish is more rough. And this dot shape isn't so smooth. it still has some differences to the retail one. And this piece of rubber is too thick. This too thick. Pull them side by side, we can see the thickness differences and the softness differences. The correct one is more soft. Check the white jumpman. Their hands is different. For the correct one, we can see the hand is bigger. This is the center retail one. And then check this wrong one. We can see the hand is small. And the finger is not so clear. Check the inside insole. The correct one, the insole painted with a yellow jumpman. That is correct. But this wrong one, the jumpman is white. That's incorrect. Above is the mainly differences between the correct one and the wrong one. Next step, I like to do the detailed review of every corner of this correct one, so you can see how good the fabrication, how nice the fabrication, and how nice the material.